Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Good evening. How are you? How are you, everybody? Let me have a look, see who is here. Yes, there's a lot going on. America is burning. It feels kind of like, what was it? That Fourth Planet of the Apes movie. You know, when you have like these apes who are working, like these everyday jobs. It's quite strange, isn't it? You suddenly have apes like manning kebab stands, just doing like all these weird things, and all of a sudden they get mad and they break out, and it's very much reminiscent of the 60s race riots, which I think what's going on in America right now is that if that was the real genuine race riot, if that was the Beatles, this is the Monkeys. I get a feeling this is a little bit manufactured. He's a little bit manufactured and like a manufactured narrative. But I mean, yeah, riots are going on. That is correct. I do believe that. And I do hope my friend Nerderotic, who is in, I think, Ground Zero, I hope he's okay. I keep watching out for his streams. It was good. I caught him on a live stream of his. That was really nice. I haven't caught him for ages. So that's the trouble with having a channel. And I owe this channel, honestly, completely to Nerderotic, because he kept saying, start your own channel, So I basically thought, I should start my own channel. So I did that. But the trouble is, because now I'm doing content, I'm streaming more. I haven't much less time to touch base with people. So we got all that going on, and the worst possible wee people in the world are being the worst possible wee people in the world. That's really not a great surprise. Okay, let's have a look. See who's there. Kelly Lint, how are you? Good evening. No, it's good morning for you, I believe. You're in Texas, I think. No, you're in Miami. So it's okay. It's good afternoon. Good late morning. Colin P. Smith, how are you? Just want to run a video on the currents. Oh, there you go. I do. Listen, you should know I'm a lot calmer. You're getting mellow, Svi, right now. When I was younger, I used to. I remember I was at a restaurant once. I looked over my son. He must be like 7, and he was like, he was giggling. I looked over his brothers and sisters. He's gonna blow. He's gonna blow. Talking about me, and he was right. So I was never too shy of a confrontation, but now I'm much more mellow. Oh, well, let so much more go. I'm really so much more mellow. So there you go. Gonna be with. How are you? I assume you're the same person I've been emailing about doing the Tomorrow People special tomorrow. There will be a special live at 5 tomorrow. I'm quite excited to announce. Focusing on Tomorrow People, because I have a very layman's understanding. I'll do a bit more reading up. But, I watched it. I enjoyed it. I rewatched the first few seasons about 5 years ago. And I've listened to all the big finish. I'm not like, I don't know nothing. But I'm not like, I don't know like I know Doctor Who. I go, oh yeah, that's a 1973. I don't know it like it's like the facts at my fingertips. I have to look it up. But the person I've been emailing with, I think it was you, Colin. He loves it. So he's hopefully he will walk me through it. He'll walk me through his. I'll do basic research and we'll just walk through the series, and I'm sure he'll light up at every moment because it's fine. He loves it. But Kelvin said I plan to watch that later. Okay, yes, it's early for you. It's a good one. Oh, it's a good one. Yeah, that one. If you're going on a long walk, that's the one. Charlotte Shields, how are you? Good evening. Hello, and by the way, if you want to get in touch with me urgent, let me turn the ringer on my phone. I'd actually use my phone as a phone. I use it more as a paperweight and internet device. I very rarely use that as a phone. If you want to get me, and I'm I'm too far behind in the chat. What if you see me die? Please call 911. Ollie's collapsed. Could you? I'm not going to collapse. It's going to be okay. Yes, just get me on Twitter. Just direct message me on Twitter, and I'll get it on my phone, and I'll see it. That's if it's urgent. So, Shadow Shields, how are you? Virtue Signaling celebs are always on hold. Yes, they are. And they're so virtue signaling, and they're so clueless and tone deaf. Oh, my God. Oh, they're awful. Economy disagrees with you. Well, the poor dears don't have anything else to do at the moment, and they don't have any. They should hire someone. I don't get this. Like, here's the way. I remember, like, my first real job out of rabbinical seminary. I did the marketing for a yeshiva, and I just it came apparent to me that the being a yes man was really good. Being was really, really good. I didn't understand it because for me. Yeah, it's all based around this guy's teachings, which was brilliant. It's called this Torah. And he really was absolutely brilliant. But like it was so a little bit cynical, so I was a little bit taken aback. But they had no idea. They're tone deaf. They have no idea what's going on. So I can never work out why you wouldn't want somebody in your circle who can tell you you're being a dick. I really think that's important. I really do. And look, see, this is why I'm wrong. Okay, this is how I get in trouble. I think I'm being a good friend when I go somewhere and said, "Oh man, you're being a dick. You can't stop doing that." And they just think I'm attacking them. I said, "No, it's me telling you as a friend you're being a dick. You got to stop the dickiness because you don't want to be a dick." And I actually think you are a dick. Oh, bad. I got to have a conversation with someone before. It's on the Jewish year, is Rosh Hashanah. You got to get forgiveness for all the misdeeds that you've done in the year. And there's this guy. Oh my God, he's not a bad guy. Truth is, he's really not a bad guy, but he's screwed up so bad. I thought I'm just intersected with this story. But before Rosh Hashanah, I got to go and give this guy a frank conversation and say, "Listen, mate, you did this, and this. You might want to try and make recompense over there." And he has no idea. He has no idea. It's incredible. I really believe there is a supernatural force called the Satan. I really believe that blinds you to when you're wrong. I really, really don't believe it. Because people are really blind to when they're wrong, and I think that's really one of the great tools of the Satan, or Satan, as you call it. And I don't believe he's a guy with a pointy foot. I think he's more of a supernatural force of nature. Although he was very good as Al Pacino in what was that, the Keanu Reeves movie? I like that movie. Oh, what's that called again? I can't remember. I might look like it. Let me try and catch up with that. Supporting violent thugs. Oh my God, that's so right. These idiots. They're bailing out violent thugs. I mean, what? The dumbest thing ever. You're 100% right. Most of them have to accept virtual game. That is true, Kelnage. We are true. Hey, Daniel Lynch, how are you? Daniel, we're doing a special Tomorrow People stream. Oh, I said that. You're right. Tomorrow People, the Tomorrow People stream starting tomorrow, same time tomorrow night, because hopefully I will be, educated and elucidated by then. I do Twitter. I hate Twitter. Hate it. Can't stand it. But somebody retweeted Kennedy. Sorry, Lucasfilm's tweet. It was from a Force Awakens. Okay, whatever. Can't stand him. That's a big jump. 1 second. Oh man, I just saw me in the chat. I got to go back a long way. Whoa, back. No, I went back too far. Not so bad. So you're all saying hello to each other, basically. Hi there. Hey. Conquest with remote command. Okay. Well, there you go. Are you on with Rabbi? Yes, I think you are. I hope you're on with me tomorrow night. I guess I'll find out later in the chat. A battle of conquest. That would be. Would it be battle? It'll be battle. Yeah. Conquest is like the post-apocalyptic one where you got like the guys. It's so weird. They're in the deserts like Mad Max, and they got these weird like how Mao Di Wat. They've got this weird way of speaking, and it ends with ape indeed killing ape. But it ends with an alternate future when you have man and ape live together in harmony under the auspices of the lawgiver. I would love to get a little statue of the lawgiver from the Planet of the Apes. Wouldn't you love that? Like that little one just in your garden, and so nobody notices. Oh, that'd be awesome. That and the Statue of Liberty, behind it. Oh, awesome. Yeah, anybody 3D print me one of them, I'll take it. So yeah, a bit campy, depression. Oh, whoa. What do you think? Who do you think will play 9 in Time of Victorious? Do you think? Don't think he's going to be in any audio. I don't think they're going to have anybody playing him. He's going to appear in that book, and they just want him in there so he can be on the cover. Maybe he'll be in the comic as well. Well, that ding was my wife saying she's home with 3 hearts. That's so sweet. I do love my wife. She's wonderful. How's the Human Frontier? Yeah, it's really good. I'm like about 20 minutes of it to go, but I can't come on this load. It's really good. I'm going to say this. I hope he doesn't do a sequel. I'm not at the end yet, but I hope he doesn't do a sequel because it's a really interesting self-contained thing. It's kind of like one of those weird little like 1 season, 6 episode shows from the 70s, but like with a done on the budget of like a Ridley Scott Alien movie, like because I kind of like the newer ones, the Covenant and the one with the mad robot. What's it called again? Oh, what's the name of that actor? He's also Magneto. Oh man, it was in this really weird movie called Shame about a guy who was just totally addicted, not just porn. Oh my god, it was just okay. Listen. I have a bit. What's the word? A tither. A tither is like a lustful desire for lustful things. Yeah, I will freely admit that. This guy, that movie, Shame, freaking crazy. Don't even watch the movie. So yeah, it was pretty good. I'm 3.5 episodes in. Julian S. I really like it. Let me know in the chat if you need any more Benny, because I just grabbed the ones I had to add. I'm sorry I didn't reply. Trouble is, I've got so much more people I talk to the house. I'm like, and I'm really not that quick at it. Fine. 911 call international rescue. Okay. Chris Persia, how are you? Good on Rabbi Day. Hello. Then whoa, so play 9. Jump to me again. Play 9. Okay, nearly there. You're saying hello to each other. Oh, I think I'm nearly caught up. Oh wow, look at that. The one where they remove shrink fin for China. What are we talking about? Really? Colin Peterson says the one where they remove / shrink fin for China. Okay, let me go back up. Maybe I'm missing. It's all our favorite. All good to see. Okay, fine. I don't know. Oh, all right. Yes. I understand. Yes. We're talking about Star Wars. Oh, it took me a minute. But where did all this come from? And second. Boy, that took me a while to work out, didn't it? Yes, exactly. They're like, yes, we love diversity. We love our black brothers. Well, I was thinking, just get on your knees, mate. Get on your knees. I'll tell you, can you just put this little hood on? Yeah. No, make sure nobody sees you. Oh, we love our black. No, shut up. The chinks are coming. Shh, they don't want to see you. Say them. Yeah. Hey, no, we love diversity. Oh, yeah. That's exactly what happened. How racist could you get? They don't want to show the blacks to the Chinese. Really? That seems a bit racist. New improved Al version 2.1. I don't know what that is either. Skynet arises. Yes, is that what's going on? Okay, fine. I thought we were kind of like an end of day situation. Microsoft, where is it? If you still using Microsoft, well done, Michael Fassbender. Thank you very much. I do mean Michael. I listened to the trailer this morning for Human Frontier. So it's actually really interesting. Again, so it's kind of like it's like a self-contained. It's like kind of a flip. Was it the other side of Dominic Hyde and another flip for Dominic? Do you remember those things? It's like there's little bubbles of like really interesting science fiction that kind of get forgotten, but are really, 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 very good. And again, they could. I mean, look, there's lots of ways they could do another season, and I can see lots of different directions. And I like the world they've made. They made it really economically. There's like got about 4 or 5 voices. It's like it's on a really tight budget, and you can tell it. But it worked. It really works. So yeah, again, it's got that really good BBC play feel over like 4 episodes. So I like in my head, it's got that like massive like Alien Covenant budget look, like very slick look. What was that show they had on a while ago? And I've got to look it up. Oh man, Bill Mays. Bill Mays in it. So let's go to imdb.com. It had like a lot of really good people in it. It was like a sci-fi show. It was a really kind of clever sci-fi show. Is it Bill Mays is his name? God, I hope so. If not, I got to go and look up Ashes to Ashes. Where? Someone's coming in. Oh, here we go. Hey, fine, no problem, Julian. I got you, mate. I'll take care of that tomorrow. I apologize. I didn't get back to you. Oh, what's that? Okay, I got to look at the show he was in. Ashes to Ashes. I mean, in a bunch of other things. Pretty sure that Ashes to Ashes. And there's no what's the word? The HD release of it. That or Life on Mars. Now, where is it? Oh, because he didn't come into like the second or third season, but he made such a like impression when he did. Daniel Mays, there you go. Oh, now let's find out the show he was in. Getting there. He was in a show called Code 404, which makes me actually want to. I got that ready on my watch list. If anybody's seen that, let me know in the chat. Just say Code 404 because by the time I get to it, it'll be like 25 minutes later. It was in EastEnders, blimey. I'm just going through his IMDb now. Where is it? Come on. Funland. After that. Come on. Atonement, maybe? No. It had a kind of pompous title like that. It wasn't that far away. Oh, man. 2009. I thought it happened after. Or maybe. Okay. Oh, actually, Outcast. That's the one. They only ever made one season of it. So okay, it's kind of like that with a much better plot. if I could describe it that way, it's very good. I'm well into it. I'm looking forward to finishing it. I'm going to finish it tonight. I only started yesterday, and it really was a bit of a page turner. So I really liked it. Fine. You listen to Benny. Fine. Yeah, I just got the message. It went ding. Make sure that Black Panther is wearing his mask for the Chinese Festival. Yeah, exactly. So, like, really? I mean, how two-faced can he come in? Like, okay, we can see you do it. For God's sake, I'm like, really? I mean, like, you're standing up there, like, very proudly being two-faced. We can see you do it. I mean, guys, come on. That is not clever. I listened to the first episode, which left me with some possible concerns about current. Yeah, it is there. It's certainly there. It's what everybody is like: female, gay, black, lesbian, all that. But it does. It's that and the quality of writing. It kind of goes. It's like Rusty Davis when he did a lot of woke stuff. Which, let's face it, most of all of Doctor Who has been pretty woke. I mean, like, it's just been good at the same time, but like, if you have a good story carrying you through, I think it carries you through. Fair enough. Sorry for the program could not be fat. Well, really, is it no good? Listen, maybe I'll get to it. But that's kind of like, again, all the gender politics relationship kind of melts to the wayside by the third episode when they're really into this like really interesting thing. And now I'm in the fourth episode where you're getting this like they're finally getting into the crux of the clash between the two civilizations. It's really fascinating. It really is. And you don't see it coming, and it's really clever. And so there is plenty of scope to do more. Who is your favorite? What's your favorite Big Finish non-Doctor Who says? Oh, we're going to be on this for a while. Good one, mate. Good one. And what is your favorite Big Finish original? And your least favorite? Least favorite is Shilling and Sixpence. I have not heard. What's the name? The other Atta Girl. It just seemed Atta Girl was like, hey, look, listen. I'm sure it was good. It's just not for me. It's like it was very look. Sisters are doing like, look at us, sisters, join with. I'm like, fine, whatever. And then it got a second season, so like, I'm happy with. But it just seemed a bit much. They had like that 3rd of March release come out at the same time, or 8th of March, whatever it was. So I was like, oh god, enough already. So I didn't bother that. So my favorite though, good question. I really liked the Gods of Frost. What's it called again? The the horror one by Guy Adams. What's her name again? Fire, something Frost. That was pretty good. I like that one a lot. Do I consider Cicero to be original? I guess it is, because although Cicero they've done a lot with. He's been in the main range. I think I prefer that one, Fire Frost, to Cicero. Cicero, like, if they never make it again, I'll be like, yeah, I'm fine. You know, I'm cool with that. Hey, let me look at my iTunes, and because that's how I have them grouped that way. Big Finish, Misk. Let's look it up. That. How do we get to that? Big Finish. Okay, I got so many. I wish you could see like how complicated my filing system is. It's crazy. Oh no, Misk. No, is this before? No. Oh, here we go. Got it. Fine. So let's have a look. Blind Terror. Blind Terror is one I really enjoyed. That really enjoyed it. Jeremiah McMahon on board was kind of fun. I could totally go for a second season of it. The Nigel Planer thing. Shilling Sixpence didn't like it at all. So yeah, I think that's all. And there's Cicero. Cicero is its own thing. So my favorite, it's between Human Frontier and Blind Terror, I think. Yeah, yes, but between those two. But I'll go through it here. Listen, why not? Let's look at their classics range, because basically all their non-Doctor Who's. Oh no, there's so much more actually. So it's like, my God, I'm just like cataloging it all in my head. It's like crazy. There is a lot here. There. Fine, I'll go through that later. Fine. Anyway, so let me just see what else is going on. But it's good. We will return to that. Anyone know when Stranded will show up? I don't know. My guess like the 15th. Yeah, it doesn't strike me as an early month release, like mid to late. But hey, I've been wrong about a lot of these. I'm really kind of bracing for impact with Stranded. I don't think it's going to be very good, or at least I just don't think I'm going to be that interested in it. I'm not like really into gritty modern day dramas. The gritty modern day kind of sucks ass, and I would like to have more like, oh look, let's go to Gallifrey. That was by Kel. And then Colin Peaceman says, sorry, being a bit obscure there. 404 is a page. Yeah, no, I understand that. I thought you were saying that because you couldn't find it, it's that you didn't know anything about it in a cute way. I was misinterpreting whatever you're saying. I still don't know. Fine. Argo was actually good. The last episode of season 1 is extremely harrowing. I'm just not in the mood for harrowing, to be honest with you. Whatever. Louise James had said she had not want to pull a punch regarding sex and consequences. Okay. Honestly, the consequences, I'm normally happier. That's normally the consequence of sex for me. I'm normally happier and I fall asleep. That's the consequence that I am most used to. There we go. I had 2 predictions for Out of Time. Oh, what are they? Tell us your 2 predictions. That is Daniel release. I've forgotten Shilling Sixpence ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. My favorite though, 2 was Star Cops. Yeah, although I'm finding it a bit of a push. I got only to listen to the first one of the Mars series, or this news thing. I thought I was just going to catch up the month before it comes out, which I guess is this month for the second one. And for me, it just needs that music. I know it sounds stupid, but I edited it in and I like it better. Also, their first box set not having what's the name, Kenzie, basically at all. Which I know they couldn't find her, which was pretty much the reason they just didn't work. It was too far removed. Like you had like Davis and which I love both of them, right? I love Brian Calder. I like what's his name? He's in everything. I really like it. But like it just wasn't Star Cops. You needed her, through like you pass. I met him once, that actor, on a bus in Camden Town. And the clothes he wore, the pants he was wearing, were the pants he wore on screen when he was on Earth out of uniform. So yeah, so either he bought them or they just gave it. They said, "Wait, Wear your own clothes. I mean, who knows? Although, you know, I did like, so yeah, so I met him on a bus, and I was like, yeah, I love Sky. He was so embarrassed. I felt he got off the bus and ran away. I'm like, dude, you're an actor. What? You're an actor on TV, and I'm being a fan saying you did a good job. You know, really? You know, that's actually a good thing. I really like how they use Capaldi's body for Tom Baker in the cover. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I got to check that out in a minute. So they use Capaldi's body for Tom Baker in the cover out of time. You know what? Okay, let's 1 second. Let's go check that out. I got to readjust, and I'll open up the tab. There we go. Let's get to there. Okay, and no, it's not working. Now try again. There you go. Hey, come on. I got too many tabs open. It's like, it's totally. I wanted to research things. So here we go. Big finish. I really got to share the screen as well. We'll do that. We'll go through what's new for July. Getting there. Now, August, which is when it comes out, and we'll click on the cover, and we'll be able to have a good old look. That is fascinating when they did that. Very clever, actually, because I didn't notice. But hooray for them. Hang on, where is it? Out of time. Oh, you are right. Here. Let us share that screen. That is 100% correct. See, you got to go to these kind of like niche streams to be able to see these things. Look at that. That is so Capaldi's pose, right? That's his famous pose, and it's the Tom Baker scarf they just put on it. But yeah, and they got a completely new pose that way, and it feels very Doctor Who-y because it's like being very associated by Capaldi, and Capaldi was kind of clever. Oh, I take my hat off to them. That is a really, really good idea. Yeah. Okay. Remove. Okay. Unwanted consequences. Okay. Yes. Well. Okay. Again, my consequences. Basically, I'm kind of happy. I yell at less people. I agree completely with the music. It won't be easy to. I know, and I know it sucks. I know it's very hated, but it's Star Cops. You know, I need it. So I edited it in for the first couple of box sets. I think I've done it for the other one. Trevor Cooper, love him. Cowdoor City. By the way, do I have those alternate? I have those alternate covers somewhere. Hang on, I had it on my phone for some reason. Have you ever seen the alternate covers for Cowdoor City, which are way better? And they were kind of in the same feel as Big Finish. Yeah, I gotta go look at there. Like you're seeing a boomer in action. Pictures. I'm scrolling back. I have no idea how to search them. You know, what are you talking about? No. It's mostly my daughter's selfies because we share the same iCloud for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, back. Really? Okay. Oh, here they are. Wow. Okay. So how do I do? If I know now, I'm going to share them to my computer. Okay, doink. So yeah, Cowdoor City. Do you think Cowdoor City was in the Blake Seven universe, the Doctor Who universe, or something else? Interesting question. Because they also had like a Fendar in them as well. By the way, the thing that really struck me about Human Frontier is I had Mark Elstrom in it, and he really came across very much like what's his name? I just saw his picture. The actor who played Nida. What's the guy's name again? I remember in a second. Oh, here. These images just came in. Let me open them up. Okay. Blink. Fine. Boomer. Activate. Form of preview program. Okay, now we go for share screen. Dun, dun, dun. We go for application tab. There we go. Share screen. Activate. Bum, ba-da-da. Yeah, see? So yeah, so these are the alternate covers. So this will be the complete. So you see, it's got the Fender on it. Robots of Death. Blake 7. You know, and it's a real amalgam of all of them. So this is the box set cover. If you imagine such a thing, and these are the individual stories that are the Occam's Razor. That's the first one. Yeah, so like I listened to it just assuming, oh, this is Avon who's taking on the name Castagnago or something. It seemed like a reasonable leap to make, you know, or it's like some weird amalgam. You know, it's Russell Hunter, freaking fantastic in it, absolutely fantastic. Russell Hunter, of course, you know, best known for his very cringing cowardly role in Callan, the Big Finish Callan, by the way, absolutely excellent, love it. Wow, that's a really good cover. It's a much better use of the cover than the artwork they had originally, I would say. Taron Capel, yeah, look at this. It's like the work they put into this is just lovely, absolutely lovely. Let's go. And then what's this one? Checkmate. Checkmate was like this little. Oh no, Checkmate was a real one, but it was like a short one. Peter Miles. Yes, I think Mark Elson really sounded a lot like Peter Miles. So this is like a small little one-off. Not a full release thing. But it's pretty good. I remember pretty good. Storm Mine. I don't even remember this one. I do. Yeah, no, it's like a two-hander. It was actually pretty good. I like this one too. I like them all. Metafiction again. That was another kind of like throwaway one. But yeah, but if anybody wants these covers, just get in contact. I will email them to you. So there you go, Cavill City. So I do know Cavill City. I like it a lot. And I recommend it highly. Okay. What am I? Trevor Cooper, also in Cavill City. Also in The Singing Detective as well. I'm really interested in what Out of Time is actually about. Well, apparently it's like in some like library or some like interdimensional zone that is out of time, very very tranquil place, like the Eye of Harmony, that sort of thing. And then doctors go there, and because it's outside of time and space, they intersect. That's what I think it's about. I mean, we know there's an synopsis, but what is the concept? That's enough for me, really. Tom David only is a or is it a old new? I reckon it's an old new crossover. So we get like a 211. Oh, I want the 211. That would be lovely. I want that so bad. Please, Big Finish, have mercy on a sad, pitiful Doctor Who fan and bring forth a 211 Big Finish release. Oh yeah, and you don't even get the real people in. Okay, Jacob Duckman and Fraser Hines. Well, don't get Patrick Dratton and Fraser Hines. It'll be awesome, absolutely awesome. Okay, we want that. Dear Big Finish, we want that. And what's the other one? A 312. 312. Oh, 312 also. They would like each other too much, you know? That's the trouble. They'll be like, the 3 is the only one I think 12 would like revere. Let me see, who else would he'll kind of be jealous of 4, right? Okay, let's go through it. Well, he took the piss out of 1. 2 would be just chalk and cheese. 3 he would kind of be impressed with. 4 he'll be scared of. 5 he'll think is a wimp. 6 he'll think is a dick. 7 he'll think is not as clever as 7 thinks he is. 8 depends which 8. 8 he no, he won't really like 8 either. 9 he'll go out drinking with 9. He'll go out drinking with 9 and they have like a head butting contest. I can see that. 10 begrudging respect for 10. And 11, he would rather avoid him. Okay? That's how Capaldi's doctor gets on with all of them. You've asked, I've answered. Fine. You didn't ask. I just assumed. I think 10 will be close, Time Lord, victorious. 4 will be early to midlife. and another Dalek Civil War. Maybe. Let me think. Yeah, I mean, again, the cover. Let's have a look at the cover. 1 second. Cover doesn't look late Tennant. Looks more like it looks post Martha, right? Cover looks post Martha to me. And maybe post what's her name? Catherine Tate. Donna. Maybe post Donna as well. I don't think post Donna actually. I think like mid Donna, pre Donna. It doesn't look post Donna. So yeah, that's what it looks like to me. So you think Time Lord will be well, maybe he will. I mean, if he's post Donna, then he's Time Lord victorious, right? 4 will be early to midlife. And another, there is another. I believe there's another Dalek Civil War. Maybe it's the same one. Who knows? Going on. It is out of time after all. We can revisit. Oh, we can revisit again. Well, of course, only the old favorites. Who knows? We all do. You're Doctor Who. That's what we all know. Let me think. It does look good. You're right. Let me think. At Sula Beckett, not sure which covers I have, but I've seen the Big Finish Star covers for some of the audio video. Oh, let me know. I haven't seen any of those around. It's interesting. Audio visual storage. Where, how did it jump so far? Okay, well, there we go. Haven't got those covers, and those they have that bloody logo on. Yeah, I know. Yeah, my brain filters it out. I don't even see it anymore. You know, I hate it so much. Well, Terry Nation originally wanted the Daleks to be the invaders at the end of Star. Yeah, exactly. You're still trying to can I get some more money out of this? Can I? I mean, it doesn't really fit, but okay, I'll put them in. And the answer was no. I don't know why, but the answer was no. Are the audio video stories worth it? Yeah, I don't think so. They're very simplistic. Some of them are actually pretty good, I would say. You know, some of them are what's that one? Planet of Lies, which is like their big season 3 finale, which is it kind of they never really got that good again. But that was very, very good, and I think their version of Sword of Orion was better. Do you mind just taking a swig of water so I can breathe it in and out again? Oh man, I was thirsty. Thank God that's not a beer. I will be under the table. Okay, I still got coffee. Oh, I still got a little bit of coffee left. Look at that. I got many beverage options. Fine. So I can't remember what I was talking about. Doesn't really matter. Bloody logo. Yes, exactly. The Space Well is really the worst audio ever created. Okay. Yeah, the Space Well is awful. I mean, it's just excruciatingly awful. On every level. Just no. Space Well's horrible. Start with Sword of Orion. That's where I started. There's Conglomerate is very good. Vilgrith is a short. Vilgrith isn't great. I think basically season 3. There's also a very good season 4 Silurian one called Endurance. That one's particularly good. I can't remember. But yeah, look, they are. Go back through my videos because I post them. They are. I mean, they're so interesting as well because you can see that's where you can see Big Finish being born, right? So there you are. So yeah, I would say it's worthwhile. Okay, what was it? Daniel says cathedral setting for Out of Time. What's a cathedral set? Oh yeah, exactly. It's just like this ornate cathedral place. And talking comics with the Gormanator. Good evening. How are you, sir? Look at that. I'm only 5 minutes behind. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Hello, Gorms. How's it going? He's got wow. Never say hello, and it jumps on me. But okay. Well, Conor Smith said, I have them all, although I believe that Nick Briggs takes over from episode 2 onwards. When I downloaded them, the company themselves recommended 3 onwards. Are we talking about the Capital City ones? Really? I thought they were all Alan, whatever they're called, Alan Taylor, Alan what? What's it? 1 second. His name was on the cover. Let's have a look. Now I've got to open up again. They do have that. That awful cut, that awful logo. Now, I didn't notice it before. Alan Stevens, yeah, I thought they were mainly by Alan Stevens. Hang on, I'm seeing Fiona Moore, Jim Smith, Alan Stevens. Yeah, Alan Stevens is like the main guy who did them. I think who at least the writer. Chris Boucher did Death's Head. There's a superior one. Yeah, Alan Stevens, Jim Smith. That's really the creative force but behind it. There you go. 12 would dislike 10. 12 would dislike 10, but I feel he would have to again begrudgingly respect 10 as well. Because 10 has a very strong resume, right? I mean 10 is like, yeah. 10 is a pretty serious contender. If you're gonna take on a doctor, the doctor you probably want to take on least is 10. Right. Let's see if I can get it to go up without jumping. And have you read Doctor Who magazine comics? I've read all Doctor Who magazine comics up until Jodie, which is when I stopped. And then they probably noticed that the sales of their collected edition dropped dramatically because nobody wants to read Jodie. But yes, okay. So I have read the Eighth Doctor. I really like, especially the finale with the Cyberman. Yeah, and I love in the trade paperback. They're beautifully produced. I really recommend to everybody. It's a fantastic art. It's all written by Scott Gray. It's really some of his best work. It's really, really fantastic. It's some of their best comics as well from Doctor Who. But in the finale, they weren't sure whether or not they could show Christopher Eccleston's face in the comic book before it was scheduled for the TV. And they didn't know when it was going to be scheduled for the TV. So they were coming up with different ideas. And there's this idea to have him be regenerated, like Dumamu, for a few episodes, Yeah, so you wouldn't see him yet because again it was a fake time. And then they said, well, maybe we'll have the last panel as he's regenerated into Eccleston. And yeah, of course, we're very glad now that it didn't, because it gave us the War Doctor. The War Doctor is fantastic. But yeah. So yes, I have read them and they're very good. And we're going to talk about Doctor Who magazine when I finish the chat. When I catch up with the chat again, that's our first topic, Doctor Who magazine, because I think I know what Doctor Who magazine really needs to do. I'm not sure if it can do it. I'm not sure if it's too late for it to do it. But yeah, I think I know what they need to. Yeah, so anyway, the finale with the Cybermen is good. I also like the design of the Cybermen. I love to see an action figure of them. Everything about it was good. But I think 12 would have more issue with 11 than 10. He would have more issue with 11 because I think he feels very intimidated by 11 and won't want to admit it. That's because Clara only stayed around because of 11 telling her to do that. Otherwise, she would have been off. Because she was like, "Who is this dick?" in the first episode. They're like, "I can't stand him." And then she gets a phone call from 11 who says, "No, he really needs you." And he wasn't comfortable enough with himself to say that. Which is interesting because by the time you get to the end of was it Death in Heaven, right? The end of their first season, where Clara betrays him to steal the TARDIS, right? And he with the sleep thing, and he was going to throw the keys, and it turns out the Doctor outsmarted her, and he says, yeah, that wonderful line when he says it's very easy for him to say how he feels about it. Do you think I care about so little? That I would let your betrayal change. It was just a wonderful line, but it was interesting that he went from being very unable to deal with his emotions to very open to his emotions, in the season. I think that was a success. Okay, I think you have more issues with 11 than 10. Okay, but I do think that he, like the War Doctor, would definitely have issues with both of them. That's why I'm anxious to hear him with 6. Here, yes, 12 and 6, freaking fantastic combination. That, yeah. Calvin, you are 100% right. That is fantastic. I want that. That's the best pairing. Yes, that's the one that should be. And they would really pair off each other as well. Managed to get the shot. Okay, fine. We go now. Let me try and scroll up. Put audio videos on Doctor Who or the story names into Google image search. Okay, I will do that. Oh, well, lots been happening since I've. Fine. Okay, we're saying hello to each other again. Okay. Daniel's gone to dinner. Oh, I hope you're having something good. Oh yeah, found where I was. Fine. Audio visuals. Danny went to dinner. Now down, Danny. I'm kind of peckish. What are you having? Rebecca Gold's here. How are you doing? Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God. Mega Geek, you've been it's like incredibly nice to me today. He's like, you posted on Twitter and on Facebook, telling I'm close to 1,000 subs. So thank you. That's really, 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 really nice of you. I'm sure you imagine. So can you imagine the snark that it would be rather? Charlotte Shields, hello. Rebecca Gold, you keep over there. I'm waiting for some good news that a Doctor Who fan film with you. Well, aren't we all? Well, yeah, I'm waiting for news of any other Doctor Who than Jodie Whittaker. Fine. You know who else is probably waiting for news of any other Doctor Who than Jodie Whittaker? That would be Doctor Who magazine, which seems to not be doing so well in the current pandemic. Seems they're very much reliant on the general foot traffic trade, which they've lost. Obviously, since the high street has been closed down, right? So interestingly, I'm just thinking that from like 89 to 2005, really, honestly, I'm just thinking for that time when there was no Doctor Who on the air, Doctor Who magazine survived and flourished, not from a general audience, not from a foot traffic audience, but from a dedicated audience, right? Like it survived and flourished from a from an audience that like wouldn't miss Doctor Who magazine. Like me, I got a collection of it going back to like issue 1, or issue whatever issue we went to monthly. Issue was it 70 or something? I can't remember. But and I was just talking to Dan Hadley about it from the Type 40 podcast, and it's just a very common thing. He was saying exactly the same thing. Yeah, he's got a copy of they're collecting going back. Why? Because we just bought it at the time, and we never threw them away because you always would want to be able to refer back to them. They're a fantastic resource of information. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a drink. The Doctor Who magazine is not doing well by all accounts. And if you can buy a digital copy or a physical copy, and you have it in your heart to do so, that would be a very good and charitable thing. Yeah, the latest issue is very light on the Jodie, as is normal. In fact, tell you what we can do? We can do a live review of this month's Doctor Who magazine. We'll log into it and we'll thumb through it together. We'll see, is it worth your time and your money? Let's do that. Okay, 1 second. Camera going again. Go to Pocket Mags. Boink. So the cover for it really just kind of freaks me out a little bit. There's the angle of Susan. Okay, 1 second. Let me share the screen. Chrome tab. Let's try that. I think it's this one. That is the right one. Sharing. Okay, so let's thumb through this month's issue of Doctor Who magazine. Let's say, and again, look, the first thing you can do is you're repelled by it because it's got that the Jodie logo. So in their defense, the BBC insists they use the Jodie logo. It's like they don't really have a choice, and they do everything they can to minimize the Jodiness of the cover. Obviously, as you can see here. So let's we'll do this. It's thumbnail view, and we'll be, we're able to like see the whole issue. Pretty easy. Okay, so you have cover, editorial stuff, Gallifreyan Guardian. Gallifreyan Guardian is still, always they time news to release when Gallifreyan Guardian releases. It's still a reasonable news source on on day of delivery. So this is a bit of a fluffy 50 brilliant things about Doctor Who. Goes on. No, let's look at it, shall we? Not including Doctor Who. Okay. Paul Kirkley. So I see, and you got Jodie's face right there. Okay, but again, in defense though, there are Jodie fans, and they can't be like no Jodie, but just like put sure. So we'll go through the issue, and I'm going to tell you what they need to do to ensure their survival. So yeah, this is kind of a fun little puff piece. But I see Colin Baker in the stupid T-shirt there, making a point that he thinks he's making that he really isn't making. It's just dumb. And that whole thing was it was like pitiful. It was pitiful. Fine, it goes on for a bit, doesn't it? Blimey. It's kind of screams full. Okay, so then we got this old reader, Mark Gaddis interview. Mark Gaddis is always interesting to interview. I do enjoy myself a bit of Mark Gaddis. I think he's referencing Sapphire and Steel there. I'm looking. So yeah, show me more. Okay, very nice. Pip and Jane Baker. A tribute to Pip Baker, who died in April together with his wife and writing partner Jane. Pip made unforgettable contributions to the 1980s Doctor Who. Fine. Okay, this is worth this is worth the price of entry. This is very nice. This is a big feature. So John Nathan Turner invented the pointing thing because it meant you wouldn't be able to cut the other person out of you're pointing into the other person, but they're actually not here. You wouldn't be able to cut them out of the picture. You'd have to have them in it. So John Nathan Turner. Okay, now the annoying Jodie bit. So we have three writers of three awful Doctor Who stories in a circle jerk, jacking each other off on how freaking wonderful they are and how Doctor Who they are. And belaying zero to little no any understanding of Doctor Who. We should really read through this again. I'm going to do this in a video maybe because it's too long. It goes on freaking forever. I find that repellent in of itself. What's this? I like these prints. These are cool. Okay, that was just me. Good, that's just an ad. Okay, I don't think you need to buy Doctor Who. Okay, so now we've got the big Hartnell feature. It's a bit goofy and silly, but okay, fine. They're just. It's like it feels like the square kid in school trying to be cool. It's like Milhouse slicking back his hair. It's like fine, whatever. Let's see. Okay, no more lockdown being fine. Okay. Right now, you've already justified the price of entry. I think you got stuff to read. So now we got a Jodie strip. Who cares? I'd rather eat my own vomit. Although, do you notice how little she's in it? Blimey! It's like although it's just like Doctor Who. She does very little in it as well, other than annoy. Okay, and then you got Fact and Fiction. It's the worst story of all time before season 11. The Terror of the Vervoid, and it's legitimately just awful. I gotta read this whole thing. That's like, oh my god, there's so much about this. I want to know how did this. Okay, I'm reading the whole thing. I want to know how this train wreck happened. More. I say this is really cool. Okay, this issue's good. I haven't got the pattern on Instagram. I haven't been reading them. I'll read the review. I'll see what it says. See if it interests me. Probably won't. I found them kind of irritating on TV. So it's not. So I don't think I'd be interested on audio. And again, they were big into that feminist kick they had on going on right then. So I was like, screw it. Enough of your bull crap. So this is a review for the third Doctor release, which I think is the best one they've done. I think the Poison of Darkness is probably one of the best stories Big Finish have produced. It's absolutely excellent. And look at this. We're going to zoom in on this because it's so freaking pathetic. A current era piece of merchandise, which is like so painfully embarrassed to be related to Doctor Who. Like, really? That looks so Doctor Who to me. You know, can you even see it? So like this little logo down there, like in a way that you can't see it, and you got like the little like. This is what they want Doctor Who to be. This is what they want Doctor Who to be, and they wonder why nobody's bloody listening. Look at that. You wonder why your viewing figures are just like, look at that. Really? God's sake. Oh, so freaking bad. And that's the elephant in the room. That's why the Doctor Who sales figures are so low. Yeah, that's why. Okay, Missy Series 2 preview. Yeah, I'm up for that. Missy Season 1 was fantastic. They got Strax, they got what's his name? Meddling Monk, who I absolutely love, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. That proves so, yeah. And then they got Lovecraft Invasion. Haven't listened to this month's release yet as well. I really got to get around to that. Yeah, I gotta finish this Blake 7 stuff so I can do my my stream with Problem Being. And then next issue, as little about Jodie as we possibly can. Really, season 12 survey result. Why are they setting aside from all other seasons? Why don't they have a survey like in comparison with every other season and see how it does? Really? So what's the Cold War? And they said they're not going to have. So what's it? They're not having a new comic strip next week. So let's see if I can. Let's see if we can work out what this comic strip is. Wow, it's a real old one. It's like, wow. I thought they're going to do. You should have reprinted one of the cool John Ridgway strips. You know, that's like a cool 6 Doctor John Ridgway strip. That's what you should have done. So there you go. That is Doctor Who magazine. Yeah, if you can support it, great. I think it's proved itself worth the price of entry. But this is what they should do. This is what they should be doing. Really, because they're in this crisis, they need to acknowledge the split in fandom. You know, right now they spent a long time ignoring the split in fandom. They really have. They spent a long time really noticeably ignoring it. You know, at first they were like, oh, only people who don't like the current era must be evil istophobes, and you know, it was all like very, very, very weighted to like the new younger fan. So yeah, and it was like it's getting kind of grating. But I think it's moving back a little bit now because they're realizing that's just not where the audience is. You know, that's just not where the paying audience is. So but I think instead of like avoiding this elephant in the room, why don't they embrace it? Why don't they do a time team made of differing sides of the spectrum of fandom, right? Why don't they do like a time team like that? Like, why don't they do you can have like a bunch of boomers and a bunch of boomers, a bunch of snowflakes. See how it goes. That would be interesting. You can actually have reviews from both different. Could you imagine like somebody who hates this era's review next to somebody who loves this era? You know, they could have this is fabulous intellect, and this is something that will get your circulation up. This is something that will get normies interested in watching. Actually start being a service again. And it's not about trashing the current era. It's about just reasonably and accurately representing what we are seeing right now. You know, what fandom is. Like, Mad Magazine, which folded, was it last year before? They took the choice of like just saying, every month is Alfred. Donald Trump is Alfred E. Newman. Like every month, Donald Trump, and eventually be like, enough already. You know, we're not interested. We've heard the joke, and it's not funny anymore. Now the economy is better, and everything you said has been proved to be utterly wrong. You know, now that's happened, it's not funny anymore. Give me another drink. Now, imagine if Mad Magazine had like some self-control, right? Imagine Mad Magazine has self-control, and they did a satirical magazine, a current day satirical magazine that satirized both sides of the political aisle equally. Could you imagine? Could you imagine what the circulation would be? It would be huge. It would be absolutely huge. You know, like so. I think Doctor Who magazine, in the same sort of way, should really do the same. Just actually like acknowledge where fandom is. You know, and dropping Jodie from the script, good idea. But you know, you might make a script so what that's fine. But like rotate doctors, you know, and do scripts that will actually and do actually some of the great strips like you know, like some of the great Dave Gibbons ones from Fifth Doctor, Fourth Doctor ones. Yeah, just absolutely like in the John Ridgway. Show some great strips, and you know what? That will be fine by me. And then eventually, when you bring back yeah a regular strip, then you've broken the habit of it being Jodie. She's out anyway. Said she's like 6 more episodes. She's finished. Rotate other doctors in. Do a Doctor Who strip. You know, if you want to do that, do anything. So I listen. You know, go something different. But I'm saying acknowledge the difference. Acknowledge that there. And like it's an elephant in the room. Yeah. The only reason is there's so much tension is because everyone's scared to admit it. You know, it's like. You know, this whole thing with these riots and people, the comic book stores that have been looted, they're scared in any way to intimate that they don't support Black Lives Matter. It's like it's racketeering. It's like such a shakedown. You know, two things can be possible at once. You know, but you know the police. You know, unlawfully killing that guy for God only knows what reason. I do not know the full story. I would certainly be interested to know the full story, and I'd like justice to be done. I think, as any sane person, like who's against that? Who's like saying, screw him. He shouldn't have justice. You know, Mr. Floyd. No, like nobody. Not one person in the whole world is going to say that because that's crazy. So. You know, I completely lost my train of thought there. I was talking about the riots. I can't remember how we got. How we got. I'm talking about Doctor Who magazine, representing reality. Oh yeah, all this tension is because there's an elephant in the room. People are scared to admit to talk about it. Just pop the balloon. Say just say there are people who don't like this era. It's probably the majority of people hate this era. The majority of people hate the Timeless Children. It's just the way it is. It failed. But like you don't have to have it like slating Chibnall. You just have to just show both sides. Okay, that's it. And then you would do well. You know. Fine. Let's see what the chat's been doing while I've been waffling on. Okay. Oh wow. Oh man. Okay, guys, I've got to read quick. I'm very behind. Okay, I just see it fine. So I've already read this bit. Fine. So Kel Ninch, I know you said you're not interested in I'm not interested, but I still bought it. I'm not interested in Stranded. Still bought it. I mean, I've been following the bloody storyline. Because it's present day story. But how can you not be intrigued by the curator? It will be for that's nice. But I'm so kind of used to Big just took a bait and switch, and you think it's going to be in it. You think and it's just like, oh, they're in it for like half an episode or whatever. It's not. I'm not, and I don't. Yeah, until I see what they're doing, I'm going to see what they're doing. I'm reserving judgment. So yeah. I mean, listen, another 4 and 8 together was very good. They were very good in what's that? The multi-dog story. That was excellent. The light at the end. Light at the end. What they should have done, by the way, for light at the end, which was essentially Doctors 4 to was it 4 to 8? Yeah, 4 to 8. together versus the Master. But it was a really good story. I liked it a lot. But they should have done like a Companions Chronicle style release for Doctors 1 to 3 together as well as like a companion piece. And they say what they were doing at the same time as the other Doctors. I mean, you intersected with them, as I recall, like very briefly. But yeah, so yeah. So multi-Doctor story, that was good. And again, they were because they both got like this Liverpudlian, the 4 and 8. They both got both got these like Liverpudlian ancestry, and you can kind of hear it in the back of their voices. How their speech centers were formed. There's it's weird. There's like a comfortable resonance between the two. Right. So yeah, and listen, if it's great, it's great. I'm always happy for it to be good. I'm always happy to be surprised. But like right now, I'm very happy with like something like Humor Frontier, which I think is one of the good and successful Big Finish experimental releases. Whereas like I don't necessarily need it for everything. I just got this dreaded feeling it's going to be like the Divergence arc again, which really wasn't very good. It wasn't really. The Divergence arc was a good idea. It just didn't really come together. And honestly, if I was being frank, neither Chris as a Chris was always like this pointless companion. I don't really. I can't even remember how or where he left. It was something to do with Paul Darrow or something, or Ed, the guy who played Rassilon. Can't remember. Is Doctor Who magazine going away? I don't know. Rebecca says it's a really shame Doctor Who magazine going away. The cosplay Doctor's kind of that's absolutely correct. I agree with you completely. That's 100%. That's what's going down. They've whittled away the core fan audience, which is what you need in a time of crisis. The core fan audience that kept the magazine afloat from '89 to 2005. Okay, let's say there was a little bit of excitement around '96, but that was it, really. And they've whittled it away now after coming off the most popular Doctor Who of all time. It's incredible. It's cultural vandalism. But maybe it's not that bad. Maybe they're just like putting out this this like sales drive because they need a sales drive. They need a boost. Maybe they're not at death's door. I mean, like we'll have to wait and see. I guess we'll find out. Basically, the bottom line. I guess we'll find out. Okay, let's see what else we got going on here. TV is still at a standstill, and that football season starts in 50 days. Oh well, so long as sanity returns, all will be better. Yeah, wouldn't it be great to see sanity return? No sign of that right now. After insanity going on outside the door, again, it's like the whole thing with the riots. These basic life lessons that you should have learned by the time you're 5, not being taught. The idea of not having a tantrum, the idea of accepting loss, all these simple things. The idea of like 2 wrongs don't make a right. That guy did something wrong, so I'm now going to do something wrong. Something wrong happened to somebody, possibly on racial grounds. I'm assuming it did. I guess I have no idea if it was. I'm assuming it was, but who knows? And so they thought, I'm going to burn down a church and then steal Nikes. Really? No, it doesn't work that way, mate. It's bad. There we go. Are we going to have discovered? I'm grateful to discover Big Finish. Self-Carolina. I'm officially addicted. Yeah. Big Finish is where real Doctor Who lives. I think it's a good move for them to move away from the monthly adventures. I think that's honestly their weakest stuff going on right now. The world a bit. World is definitely a bit funky these days, isn't it? Charlotte Shill says they just like BBC thought they didn't need the old audience. Exactly. They thought they didn't need the audience. We want, yeah, who needs you? Old white men, can't stand you. No, go away. And they were going to get these new fans, which they didn't. Exactly. You know, that Doctor Who magazine, that book, The Maze of Doom, really, that's just embarrassing. I don't think I've read Doctor Who magazine, and well, $6. Is it that expensive? I buy it as a subscription. So, how much is it a year? Is it that much? Blimey. Yeah, let me just see how much a regular subscription is to anything else. No, I pay, because I get a subscription, it's like 93 cents an issue. 93 pence an issue, I should say. So that's under £12 a year. That's totally, it's totally worth it. You know, for the digital subscription. £6 is pricey. Really, Cody? Well, honestly, it's Cody has never seen it. It's something that we grew up with. It's something that you grew up with in the UK. It's this. This was one of my regular magazines. I would buy this and Starburst if it was out. What's the other one? Dreamwatch was later. SFX. Yeah, I'll buy this. SFX. It's just something like, you know, we grew up with. I don't know. Every time I see that crap logo, cosplay logo, Rebecca Gold says, I don't know what to say. Rebecca Gold or Mega Geek. Okay, Rebecca Gold, aka Mega Geek. Okay, there we go. It makes me sad. Yeah, it just turns you off. Doctor Who. That's really the bottom. Makes you go. It's that. Yeah, Colin was saying exactly anything. Colin, can you tell me in the chat? Is it you doing the stream with me tomorrow night? I'm doing special Tomorrow People stream tomorrow night at this time. Just talking about Tomorrow People, which I'm not that aware of. I mean, I am. I've seen them all. I watched them on TV. I rewatched the first few seasons of them around 5 years ago, and I've listened to all the Big Finish versions as well. But I'm just they're not like on the top of my head. So yeah, I believe Colin P. Smith is a massive fan and is going to be going through them with me. I'll basically like walking through you know the entire run of it, and he'll give me what his thoughts on them. That's the plan. You should give the comic collectors a shot. The classic ones are really big and cheap. What are we talking about? Comic collections. They're excellent. The not the Big Finish. The Doctor Who magazine reprints. They are absolutely excellent. Go like Big Finish. I prefer to watch. Doctor. Yeah, listen. I'd love if they had Big Finish. It was as good as Big Finish on the screen. I just like Doctor Who more than anything else. Yeah, Kelvin, we're all saying the same thing. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can scroll it without it jumping. There we go. Oh, no, I couldn't do that. Really? I'm 20 minutes behind. How did that happen? Okay. Kelvin says he doesn't think Doctor Who should be female, but actually I have nothing really against Jodie fans in general. Just those obnoxious, toxic J-pop types. But aren't they kind of all that? I mean, like, aren't they all that? I haven't seen anyone in them who are like vaguely sane. They're all crazy. And then Jodo also, yes, that's Mega Geek's absolutely right. Anything to do with Jodo will always fail. My daughter is calling me. Shall we? Let's pick up and say hello. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Hey, darling, I'm in the middle of doing a live stream right now. Do you want to? Shall I show you to everybody?
Okay.
Are you sure?
Hi, everyone.
No, let me turn you around. Okay. Here we go. My daughter is in the middle of a facial treatment, as you can see. It seems to be going well. Well done, darling. There you go. Hello.
Anyways, they call me later.
Okay, catch you later, darling. Bye. That girl was crazy. I tell you, when she was in basic training, that was freaking hilarious. Oh my god. Less said about that, the better. Okay. I've only read the 448 Doctor. I'm a bit surprised how brutal they can be. The first Doctor about the toy maker. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know his name at the time, and you were confused. Yeah. Listen, Doctor Who at that time was entirely wrapped up within its fan base. It wasn't looking outward at all right now. It wasn't thinking of anybody who didn't know who the toy maker was. That just wasn't like even on the radar. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. That was Julian S said that. Kel Yint says, I'm a woman. I've never wanted a woman doctor. I admit I like Missy, but Michelle Gomez is a force of nature and was great in the role. Yes, I agree with that so completely and 100%. I think they could have pulled it off, but they failed on every aspect, says Julian. I agree with that as well. I think they did fail on every aspect. And I think they poisoned the well, quite frankly. It felt so, magnificently. It's like they were so arrogant as well. It's fascinating just how much they failed. The whole cross-gender regeneration doesn't sit well with me. Well, again, is it cross-gender gender, or is she female, or what is she? Who the hell knows? Doesn't sit well with me. Which I can at least partly traced to a short by R.A. Eileen. So I wasn't a fan of Missy. Okay, fine. Vive la différence. I really enjoyed Missy, especially later on. Let me see. Bobby says as a character was great. George just turned up. George, how you doing, mate? Hey, this was about 20 minutes ago. It was said jokingly at the time the Time Lord changes gender when he or she commits suicide. That would work for Missy. The Doctor ever didn't kill himself, although he didn't want to live. Yeah, I think actually his point was he wanted a complete rejuvenation. He wanted something completely new. And that's why I found his regeneration into a lady to be kind of credible. I thought it made sense, just in terms of the character, and also it was very, very close to the Master, Missy. So and I can see him doing that. So I always thought what would have made more sense was if they said that in the past, regenerating into a different gender was just not done, but social attitudes have changed, and they could have really reflected that way. Rick said, "Get rid of Jodie Chimples." That is the overwhelming feeling. Yes, I agree with you completely. You can see it working is the start of a new cycle. As far as we know, there's only been 2 of those, the Master and the Doctor. I think there's probably a bit more though. Yeah, I bet there's Time Lords we don't know about who have had whole new life cycles. It doesn't seem to be something that you can't work out. Someone needs to make fan of Chris Chibnall and Family Style with Chip. Yes. Oh, that's happening. That's totally happening. Yes, I will be doing that. Although I got to make the trailer for this Saturday night. We're doing a watch along of Caves of Androzani. Absolutely excellent episode. I got to make a trailer for it though. There isn't a trailer already made, right? So it's I got to make it from scratch. So instead of taking me half an hour, it's going to take me 2 or 3 hours. I meant to get to it today, ran out of time. So hopefully tomorrow I will be able to get the trailer out. But yeah, so then I'll get to Family Guy Chimbles. I think that would be a good idea. Let's see what's going on. They should have made the Master of the Time Shop. Yes, that would have been anything. Would have been better. That would have been such an interesting concept. Yeah, better. It's just that you can't trust them to execute anything not to be awful because they're just awful hacks. Must be the historian me. Every time I hear the phrase "time team," I think Tony Robertson. Yes, I think we had the time team first. So I think we had ours came before there. I love that show. I have no idea what we're talking about, but good. I'm glad. About 20 minutes ago, who knows what I was talking about? Big jump, 10-minute jump. Wow. No, there we go. Chris loves a copy, says Charlotte Shields. That's true. So you never know. You might see something back again. That is very true. Yeah, 12 Doctor was a perfect opportunity. Not very popular with working with archaeologists, I believe, due to the full pace of the dig. Okay. Wow. Just have no idea what we're talking about back there, but I guess it was something. The thing is, I really wanted Jodie Doctor to work. Yeah, me too. I was really on board for it. But it was the bad writing and the feminist agenda that killed Doctor. Absolutely. It didn't just kill us, it destroyed everything. So Mega Rebecca Gold. Julian, to be honest, I don't think that I would have liked it then either. But that's just me, and of course, it was done for exactly the wrong reason. 100%. I'm assuming we're talking about the leadifying of Doctor Who. The guy died. George Floyd was accused of using fake money. It was later proved he wasn't. Listen, that whole thing, shady as hell. I think that's bad news. I think it was unlawful killing. I have no idea what type of unlawful killing. Was it manslaughter? Was it murder? It could well have been murder. I don't know. It's horrifying. And I think with the rest of the country, the rest of the Western world, everybody's horrified that it happened. I think, strangely, only half the world, I would say, only 2/3 to 3/4 of the world is horrified that people are now burning down churches and stealing Nikes in the name of their facility. Okay, because that will make sense. I'm amazed there's 1/4 to 1/3 of the world who doesn't get how that's not okay and why they're calling peaceful protesters. That's just, I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's crazy. Yeah, but whatever. Well, yeah, George. Listen. Yeah, whatever. He didn't deserve to die. Let's say he was using fake money, which apparently he wasn't. He didn't deserve to die. That's crazy. Still love the show. Okay. I watched the Floyd video, the studio saying, and I just can't comprehend how no it's because I guess nobody really believed it was gonna it'll kill him. It just looked like you don't think. I just think I don't think anybody. Did you think they intended to kill him? I don't know. I think they just intended to subdue him, not subdue him, but crush him. Yeah, I don't think did they intend to kill him. Probably not. I don't know. I mean, rather than filming it, they could have gone up to the other police and said, either you step in or I do. Yeah, well, I wouldn't do that, mate. You'll find yourself on the wrong end of a kicking. But I just don't think he believed it. It was going to happen. Which is, I'm just watching Tiger King. I'm nearly at the end of Tiger King right now, episode 7. But episode 5, where they got video footage, like the security cam footage of the guy's reaction when somebody else shoots themselves, either accidentally or purposely. You see his stunned face. Oh my god, that was bad news. Okay, Christmas is going to pop up to the pharmacy. Grab a refill, but I'll leave the screen up. Thank you. Okay. Hopefully I'll still be back. Yeah, maybe you just walked back in. Who knows? Going said, Chips already said that he was not going to choose, not necessarily going to choose a woman. And after Jodie Whittaker was announced, he said he only wanted a woman. Once I heard that, I knew it was going to happen. Well, you could see the future, or I couldn't. That's basically the bottom line. You can see the future where I couldn't. I was given it the benefit of doubt. I thought it was going to be fine. I was okay with it. I was overlooking stuff. Nah, I was wrong. It was awful. You were right, and I was wrong. The truth is, life was good in the Doctor Who world. Yes, there were problems with the show, but this cosplay Doctor and Chibnall had literally killed Doctor. Yeah, Doctor Who magazine wouldn't be circling the drain now if it wasn't for this Doctor. I have no doubt. Yeah. Again, I think they see a bit of a blessing that they're cancelling the 8th Doctor strip. I really do. Rebecca McGee says, yeah, you know what? All of us don't know, don't want to believe. You know what all of us don't want to believe. I don't know what we don't want to believe. Oh, a second. Yeah, I guess you're right. Normal says we resumed as soon as we can remember what normal actually means. Yeah, remember, can you? I can't remember normal. I can't remember normal. I think normal's Ronald Reagan. That's probably just because I was a kid and I didn't realize the world was on the tenterhook, a knife edge that was about to be destroyed by nuclear fire. You know, I guess this is normal. I don't know. I've got kind of like Stockholm syndrome with it now. I got that right. Did anybody else see the doctors proving that? I'm not going to get there. Look, here's my thing with things that are anti-Trump now. Okay, universally, 100% of the time, everything I've been told that is disparaging for him, other than like sleeping with hookers or like porn stars, you know, anything that's like disparaging against him, like him, like sleeping with a 30-year-old girl, like whatever, anything. Or being pissed on, or the Mueller investigation, Russia, everything, 100% of the time. Now, again, I'm not saying he's a saint or perfect, but I'm just saying, as a track record, everything has been like proved to be bullcrap. So even if this is a genuine allegation, it could well be. Not saying he could be a racist, he could be everything people say is. Okay, I have no knowledge of him personally. Okay, absolutely not. But like, you've been wrong so many times. These people have been wrong so many times, been maliciously wrong so many times that I do anything anti-Trump, I automatically disbelieve until proven. Yeah, he's innocent until proven guilty. 100% now, because geez, they've been accused of being guilty. Okay, where are we up to? So they had the stroke in 1989. That was a coma from 89 to 2005. No, I wouldn't say coma. It was actually wasn't really such a bad time. We went from just having the TV show, which is really all we had. We just had the TV show, and then all of a sudden we had novels and we had audios. A little bit later for audios, but we had so much more content, and so much more content that was like lovingly created for us. It wasn't such a bad time, I have to tell you. And you had all the BBV, like cheapy video stuff. It was all good. Yes, it is. I have no idea what we were saying. That was about 20 minutes ago. But yes, it is. Okay. By the way, can I ask everybody to like, share, and subscribe? Especially subscribe. I'm like about 20 subscribers away from getting to like 1,000 subscribers. That'd be awesome. And now feeling the pressure of what? I don't know. Okay, well, I just skipped this thing. Was it? Yes, it is. How many here is not going to watch the Christmas episode? I'm not. This is Maggie Rebecca Gold. It's really the best thing to do. If we do not watch it, we'll be adding to the ratings. I don't want to do that. Well, don't worry. I'm illegally downloading it. I won't be adding to the ratings. I'm illegally downloading it, and I'll watch it so I can review it on the channel. However, that I not have the channel, I would not be watching it. I will be out by now, which would be kind of heartbreaking. But yeah, I was broken by Orphan 55. That was the point where I go, I don't want to watch this anymore. I haven't watched episodes of the Arachnids in the UK. Do you know this? Yes, that was the one where it signaled how bad it was going to get. Absolutely. Okay, it's good for you. On a less contentious subject, said Colin P. Smith, the Who Addicts channel has a very interesting video about how long each doctor lived. Oh, I've got to check that out. Thank you. I will look into that. That's yeah, I will definitely look into that. Right, but through the reviews and okay, I'm not sure. So okay, one of you talking about blackface. Where who was in blackface? I don't want to know. I'm scared of even hearing. Could you imagine if Jodie did blackface? Oh God, that'd be so funny. I want that. I want a picture of Jodie and Chips at a party in blackface, laughing about it. Oh my God, I so want that. I would. Oh my God, that'd be wonderful. These sorts of comments were actually my introduction to the classic book too. So the complete fan service in it really intrigued. Yeah, okay, I guess that word. There's Julian S. Saying, yeah, I knew back then there was so much more. Yeah, I don't think they're just really kind of good yarns as well. Okay, let me scoot up again. Did it just jump? I think it just might have done. There we go. Whoa, what's going on here? I watched Gary Fernando Roddick and the Rabbi for updates on the show. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for your content. I'm watching it so you don't have to. Please don't watch it because it's freaking awful. Right, scroll up. Will you be watching the X-Men? Yeah, unless I said, I guess I'll answer that. Joseph Carson actually came up at my job interview in 2017. I was asked what I thought about it, and the only thing I could answer was it can work if they don't screw it up. Now, 2 years later, they screwed it up. That is 100% correct. Well, what were you interviewing for? I guess we'll find out. For my job, I wanted to work in a tax office. Well, I guess that's the best way to avoid the tax office. Exactly. You're undercover there at that point, aren't you? I wanted to work in a tax office because I needed money for Big Finish Finnegan. Yes, well, that's the life we all live, mate. Yeah. So why is it you do on child pornography? Oh, because I need money for Big Finish and video games. It's like, yeah, I just need the money, man. What can I tell you? Fine. Gary, who's saying, so sorry, Mr. Street? Well, you've been here for the last 5 minutes. We'll come on board. Okay. They asked me about my hobbies, and I don't know whether the guy actually watched the show or just checked my background beforehand. It was certainly it was a casually asked question, but I knew why. Yeah. Oh boy, that's one. Like saying, do you condemn? Like, yeah. If you condemn these rioting in any way, you are in trouble. That's just bad news. I think the most important word there is malicious. Read Trump. They expected to win. They couldn't believe they lost. Exactly. Colin B said that is just a life lesson that they should have learned by the time they were 5. That they never learned. We are again on 3 years of terrible parenting. It's just awful. Fine. So what was on the thumbnail? That's kind of important. I want to make sure I covered everything because we've got the Superman thing to talk about. We're talking about Human Frontier. Human Frontier, big thumbs up. Big thumbs up from me. It's a really interesting release. I'm not. There's not the full review yet. I've got about 20 minutes of the final episode to listen to, and then I want to listen to the making of everything. But it's a really just kind of like interesting, independent piece of drama. I really hope they don't do a follow up. I hope they don't do another one, but I hope they do more of like individual short stories, like 4 disc releases, just of original work from Nicholas Brigg specifically. But I just think it's a great format, and there's no need to make everything a serial, serialized. So we totally talked about that, and then fine. So let's talk about that Henry Cavill rumor, which I actually haven't even looked at yet, but I am quite excited about it. Let's share screen. And there's this other thing as well with Gail Simone that looks really cringy. It looks really cringy. Chrome tab. Is this it? No, that's the live stream. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. I'm getting a bit of the Hebrew adverts for Godstar. Mebeza Godstar Zerim Verim. I have no idea. My kids will have to translate for me. Rumor: Henry Cavill could return for J.J. Abrams' Superman. Now, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, go and see my video today where it talks about J.J. Abrams' nauseating Instagram post. Oh God, it was so disgusting. Thank you, Conor B. By the way, Conor B. Smith, he's just emailed me a thing about Who Addict. Thank you. I'm definitely going to look at it. Can you just let me know in the chat? Is it you who's doing the Tomorrow People thing with me tomorrow? Oh, Quick Sticks, how you doing, mate? Good evening. How are you? Because whoever it is, it's fine. I'm cool. It's just whoever turns up, it turns up, I guess. I'm just intrigued. That's all. Fine. So let's go back to this article. So he had this JDM had this nauseating Instagram post, like just so virtue signaling and so delusional. I spent a half-hour video going through that. You should watch that. It's unfreaking believable. So yeah, J.J. Abrams is a massive tool. We keep hearing J.J. Abrams is going to make a Superman movie. God, I hope not. Actually, although, do I hope not? I think he's a decent director. I do. I think he's a decent director. I think he's a terrible writer. if they have a good script, which I've never seen on a JJ. Oh no, Mission Impossible 3, good script. He has a good script. I think he can move things in a fun and kinetic direction. Okay, so yeah, fine. Is going to make a Superman movie as part of his deal with Warner Brothers and recast the role. However, that may change with Henry Cavill moving closer to resume the Cape. To return in the Cape. I really hope he does. Really hope he does. Henry Cavill has been so freaking perfect to the fans. He has been such a gentleman, and he's been so good. He got me to watch The Witcher, and it's not something I wouldn't normally watch. And he got me to watch it all the way through, and it's all because of him. Because he's such such a great presence. You know, he's so not. He may be a total douchebag. Okay, he may be a turd. Who knows? But like, he doesn't act like one, which is one step up from the other turds that work in the entertainment industry. Okay, fine. 1 second. Keep going. It's also told YouTuber John Campia, who is a massive douchebag apparently, Abrams is indeed making a Superman movie, and it will include Cavill. At least it's within the realm of possibility. See, that's a really clever idea. That really, I mean, listen, they should really be doing is harvesting all the good from the DCU thus far, harvesting all the good, and then making it into one thing. Did he get a telepathic message? I guess it's you then. Was it Henry? Quick Superman say he's a good actor. It's a shame he wasn't done justice in the Superman film. Exactly. That's why I really hope he comes back, and I'm really hoping this Snyder Cut, which they say might be up to 80 million they're spending on it now, and I can see that with the buzz it got online. This Snyder Cut, it could really conceivably open the door for continuing the Zack Snyder Justice League universe, which would be fantastic. And wouldn't it be great to see the Dave Goyer cut as well, or Dave, whatever his name is. But yeah, I think harvesting all that is good from the DC unit, which is Shazam, which is Henry Cavill, which is Gal Gadot. I really liked Ben Affleck as Batman. I think that's the most comic book accurate Batman we've ever seen. I really, really liked him. When they're talking about recasting him, John Hamm said, "Listen, I might fit in the costume, and that would be if you want to go for an older Batman. Yeah, I would have been. He would have been really fascinating. He would have been great in the role. But they're going like in another direction, say. But I just think these superheroes are things that can have multiple different versions on screen at the same time. Fine. The reason they haven't announced anything, Campia said, is they want Abrams to still have some flexibility and make those decisions. Listen, JJ, this is something you want to do, okay? This is something you want to do. Cosmic Book News first reported that the Abrams Superman mover, quite great website, that it would result in a recasting with an unknown Darren Corenswet as a favorite. Interesting, no idea who he is. And then it would beginning a fresh start for the DC EU under Rise of Skywalker director. Oh, really? No. And again, his tweet was basically saying, "Hey, remember how I saved Star Trek? Hey, remember how I saved Star Wars? Hey, I'm going to save black people. Yay!" That's really, I'm not even exaggerating. That's as tone deaf as it really was. Oh, God, it was awful. His buddy and Batman director, Matt Reeves. Matt Reeves is a pretty, solid director. I do like his work. And so James Gunn. Tell ya, that is a good triad of people to run a cinematic universe under. That's certainly true. The realization that Zack Snyder's Justice League and Henry and Cavill's retention on the part after years of lobbying through those alleged plans and look. Oh, really? That's interesting. What's more, CBN Cosmic News revealed that potential for Justice League 2 and Man of Steel 2 to come out of it. Oh, interesting. The WB have requested the seeds of those endeavors to be planted in the Snyder's Cut. Excellent. Well, that is going to be very exciting. I'm not sure where this is to go. Oh, there's quite a bit. Well, okay. Fine. There we go. As of right now, Man of Steel 2 is not on the cards but that doesn't mean Abrams won't end up directing a Justice League sequel. I don't see that happening at all. His name gets brought up a lot with the future, both as a series as his Greenlight series on Justice League Dark show for HBO Max. That I'm interested in. And I hope they keep the same guy for Constantine. I really do, because I think he's interesting that you could kind of like use him in any different type of Constantine. You go a much darker one. Like I would like to see a real horror Constantine. That would be awesome. JJ just might have to deal with them within a shared universe. Cosmic believes Dwayne Johnson, star of Black Adam and co-producer of Shazam, wants to keep that intact. That'd be awesome. And also Shazam, love it, love that movie, love the ending, love the non-cameo of Henry Cavill, which would have happened had he got to get the schedules right. But I love the solution for him not showing up as well. Really clever. JD might have to deal with it. Okay, fine. Wrote Cosmic Book head honcho Matt McGloin. Johnson reportedly wants to keep the DCEU as a shared cinematic universe involving Black Adam and the Justice Society of America instead of having just standalone DC movies. And he wants Henry Cavill involved, who happens to be rumored for Black Adam. That's interesting. McGloin also states Johnson is a key figure in why Cavill is sticking around. They listen. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, once you hire him, you know you will get somebody who will sell the hell out your movie. He just works and works and works. He is a workhorse, and good for him. They share the same manager, Danny Garcia, Johnson's ex-wife, and mother of his daughter, Simone. Well, I'm glad they remained civil. Though Warner may use him strictly for cameos in DCU's Cavill, isn't a lock for Black Adam. He could show up in Shazam sequel or Aquaman. Again, yeah, I like it. I think they all worked, all those movies. Even Aquaman, I would watch, while channel surfing. But it's not surfing yet. He reportedly only in talks with the studio, and the deal hasn't been reached. Okay, so there you go. Well, it's still going on. Here we go. Okay, there's no doubt to J.J. Abrams is the helm a Superman film. Lending credibility to the idea, however, is recent comments made by Damon Lindelof, who produced Lost with Abrams, in an interview with Comic Book News discussing the script for Superman Flyby. Oh, God, that was such a terrible script. Lindelof stated J.J. is obsessed with The Man of Tomorrow. Okay, I can imagine that. But it's interesting that you mentioned J.J. because long before I worked with him on Lost, J.J. actually wrote a Superman script. Yeah, he did write Flyby, and he's a terrible writer, so I can't remember. It's supposed to be pretty bad. That never got made for a variety of reasons. Mostly the good Lord is merciful. So that's probably the biggest reason. Mostly of which I think is that Wolfgang Peterson was trying to make Superman versus Batman film. The writer adds they were also trying to do a JLA movie, and this was before Chris Nolan came in and basically took over the Batman, etc. Really, that's interesting. I mean, there was no cinematic universe of Chris Nolan, but it all just kind of got lost in a wash. That's basically what happened with the whole DC EU. Yeah, everything just gets lost in the wash. And his long-term obsession with Superman, I guess I would say, I would love to see a J.J. Superman movie with the right script. I think I would, but I don't have a take on the character that will be better than that. In light of the above rumors, who can tell where the obsession is headed? Who indeed? Who dares to dream? Okay, well that's pretty interesting. So it looks like it could happen. Okay, it looks like it could happen. It'll be Ken O'Hammer for 5 minutes, then it'll be another Ken with Red Kryptonite, and it'll turn into Karen Kent, aka Super Whammon. Yes, it will. Oh God, that Watchmen series was so bad. They're still talking about doing a second season. I'm not under Lindelof. Oh God. Yes, now you have 52% of the whole Big Finish catalog, and yes, it took me so long to count. Well, congratulations. Human Frontier is 4 episodes plus making of. Yes. Yes, I mean, it's cool. I do recommend it. Let's look at before I go, because I'm wrapping up. There's one more thing I want to look at. This Gail Simone, is doing something, and I haven't read it. It may just be, it might be just she's doing something nice, or it might be just being excruciatingly virtue signaling. Let's have a look. Is this? Yeah. Gelserman was talking on Twitter about her most personal value pieces of art. The final pages of her gifted by Jules Perez of her Wonder Woman 600. I can imagine you wanting that being very prized. Collaboration. His final Wonder Woman story ever, and the reasons why. Okay, who really cares? This is about, the headline is Gelserman launches hashtag Comics Writers Challenge for Black. Okay. So she's selling stuff. She's auctioning stuff off to get terrorists out of prison. Okay, fine. That's essentially what happened. Okay, that's what's going down. Who gives a crap? So what else was on the thumbnail? I think we spoke about everything, didn't we? Did we go over everything? What's my most controversial Doctor Who opinion? I've got a few. I would say my belief in the realization that Adric, around when I'm watching an early Adric story, and you've heard this before if you've been on my channel, Adric is the masturbatory fantasy of John Nathan Turner. The precocious happy child. That's what I believe. Now, anything more controversial than that? I knew that Adric was sleeping with the Master. I read that in an interview years ago. Controversial opinion. I like Twice Upon a Time. That normally gets people rolled up. I think that's it, really. I think you got me there. Okay, so let me go and check the over here to make sure I'm up to date. Now I've got to turn that off. Hang on a second. We go over here and make sure I'm up to date. Your most controversial opinion is the show should have ended with time flight. Interesting controversial opinion. Oh man, you would have lost a lot. I think John Nathan Turner should have left with the Five Doctors. His career would have been so much better, or at least stay. Or if he didn't leave with Five Doctors, leave with Peter Davison. He shouldn't have gone on with Colin Baker. I think that probably ended up killing him. Yeah, I think that probably killing him. The problem with the insert group here, Lives Matter, is it implies. Yeah, I know. It's all terrible. Fine. Okay, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to go and I'm going to research a lot about Tomorrow People. I'm going to learn about Tomorrow People, and I will be back here at 5 o'clock with a special Tomorrow People special stream. I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. I will make a thumbnail about that in the morning, and we will get groovy about it. The Five Doctors should have been his swan song. Absolutely. So we are of one mind. I definitely was in the cinema for Twice on Time with my brother, who actually doesn't like the show. It was really interesting seeing people talking about Doctor Who in real. Yes, it is. Yes, I remember that in '96 when they did the Paul McGann movie. Fine. Okay, it is 10 to 9 for me. I must go and worship. I have to go and do my evening prayer. Muslims do pray 5 times a day, while Jews pray 3 times a day. And so I've got that coming up right now. So I'm going to say adieu, everyone. Have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Get your jaunting belt ready. I will see you. We'll see you tomorrow, and have yourselves a very pleasant evening and a afternoon, or wherever you